the world woke up today to a statement that instantly sent shockwaves across the Middle East and beyond. Brink news coming in as Iran's supreme leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei declares that the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps is fully ready to attack Israel if required. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Impact Report. Please subscribe to my channel, because what you are about to hear could redefine regional security, global alliances, and the future of war in the Middle East. This declaration did not come quietly. It came with carefully chosen words, military symbolism, and a clear message meant not only for Israel, but for Washington, Tel Aviv, Riyadh, and every power watching closely. Iran is no longer signaling restraint, it is signaling readiness. On the exterior level, the visible picture is alarming. Military parades, missile drills, drone formations, and publicized IRGC exercises are being broadcast through Iranian state media. These visuals are not accidental, they are part of psychological warfare. Iran wants the world to see the scale, discipline, and technological advancement of its forces, from underground missile bases to fast-attack naval units in the Persian Gulf. The exterior posture of Iran now reflects a country preparing for escalation rather than diplomacy. Israeli air defense alerts, emergency cabinet meetings, and increased surveillance flights further show that this warning is being taken seriously on the other side. Inside Iran, the atmosphere is tense, but controlled. The leadership is framing this moment as ideological defense rather than aggression. State-linked clerics, analysts, and media figures are reinforcing the narrative that Iran is responding to threats, not initiating them. Civil defense messaging has increased, and internal coordination between the IRGC basis and intelligence units has intensified. The interior mood is one of readiness, not panic, with the government attempting to project unity and strength to prevent internal instability. This internal discipline is crucial to sustaining any prolonged confrontation. When it comes to performance, the IRGC is not an ordinary military force. It operates across land, sea, air, cyber, and proxy networks. Iran's missile program has shown increased accuracy and range, capable of striking strategic targets across Israel. Drone warfare has become a central pillar, with swarm capabilities that could overwhelm air defenses. Cyber units are capable of disrupting infrastructure, communications, and financial systems. Performance here does not mean a single battlefield victory, but Iran's ability to apply pressure simultaneously on multiple fronts, including Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, and the Red Sea. Safety features in this confrontation are not about protecting civilians, but about deterrence mechanisms. Israel relies heavily on multi-layered missile defense systems, early warning radars, and intelligence sharing with allies. Iran, on the other hand, uses dispersion, underground facilities, and asymmetric warfare to reduce vulnerability. Both sides are calculating how to strike without triggering uncontrollable escalation. This delicate balance is what makes the situation so dangerous. One miscalculation could turn warnings into war. What makes this moment uniquely dangerous is the unique selling point of Iran's strategy: deniability combined with capability. Iran does not need to launch a direct attack to cause massive disruption. Proxy forces, cyber operations, maritime harassment, and targeted missile launches can all be calibrated below the threshold of full war. This flexibility gives Iran leverage while keeping its leadership insulated from immediate retaliation. Israel understands this, which is why it is signaling both readiness and restraint. The price of this standoff is already being paid globally. Oil markets are reacting, shipping insurance rates are rising, and regional economies are bracing for instability. Investors are nervous, airlines are rerouting flights, governments are issuing travel advisories. The cost is not measured only in money, but in increased global anxiety and the erosion of already fragile diplomatic channels. If this escalates, the economic price will multiply rapidly. The regional implications are massive. Hezbollah in Lebanon, armed groups in Iraq, and militias across Syria are watching closely. Any move by Iran could activate multiple fronts against Israel simultaneously. Israel's military doctrine is built around rapid, decisive action, but fighting on several fronts at once would test even its advanced capabilities. This is why Israel's leadership is taking Khamenei's statement seriously. Even if no immediate attack follows, international reactions have been cautious but intense. The United States has reaffirmed its commitment to Israel's security while urging de-escalation. European powers are calling for restraint. Russia and China are watching with strategic interest, understanding that any conflict here distracts the West and reshapes global power balances. This is not just a regional crisis, it is a global chessboard moment. Iran's message is also directed inward and outward simultaneously. To its supporters, it signals strength and resistance. To its enemies, it signals that red lines are shifting. To undecided regional players, it sends a warning. Neutrality may not be possible if war breaks out. This layered messaging is classic Iranian strategy, refined over decades of confrontation and sanctions. Israel's response so far has been measured but firm. Public statements emphasize readiness without panic. Military movements are visible but not provocative. Intelligence operations are likely operating at full intensity behind the scenes. Israel's leadership knows that appearing weak invites pressure, but appearing reckless invites isolation. Balancing these perceptions is critical. As this situation develops, the greatest danger is not intent, but momentum. Once forces are mobilized, rhetoric hardens, and public expectations rise, stepping back becomes politically costly. Leaders on both sides face internal pressures that could push them toward confrontation, even if they privately prefer restraint. In conclusion, Khamenei's declaration that the IRGC is ready to attack Israel marks a dangerous escalation in words, if not yet in action. It reflects a region on edge, alliances under strain, and a world struggling to prevent another major war. Whether this remains a warning or becomes reality depends on decisions made in the coming days and weeks. One thing is clear: the Middle East has entered one of its most volatile moments in years, and the consequences will be felt far beyond its borders.